Alrighty, we made it. Welcome to Slapdash Garage. Today we're doing autocross and it's a beautiful day. Got the car set up and got whatever supplies I thought we were gonna need, which isn't much. Well, maybe it's too much. Got my helmet, some spare oil, a tow rope if we need it, just some real basic hand tools, a jack, 4 jack stands, and camera equipment and table. Don't think we'll be setting the table or chairs up because it is a little wet out. We're just waiting to do tech. Waiting for them to give us a holler that we're gonna go through. Still need to put a number on the car yet, but we made it. All right, folks, we're in line for tech. Should be pretty simple. They're gonna call me up any minute here. So they're just making sure I'm doing the right things, and it's not really anything for novice class, but still got to do it right. So hopefully I pass. Well, folks, we did it. We passed. My battery was loose, so I had to tighten that up. I think what they're looking for, sorry, driving at the same time here. Generally what they're looking for is they just want everything that's secure. They want everything secure. They don't want nothing rolling around. You know, potentially if you spin out, if something flies around, you can get hurt. And that rule applies to the trunk also. So with that being said, we're good. I'm gonna hop in my parking spot and stay warm. All right, just got done with the driver's meeting. I'm told to go get in the grid spot. We're really doing it. It's real wet out on the course when we took a walk, but hopefully it'll dry up as we get going. We're gonna get something more official someday, but for now that's what we got. So I'm gonna go get pulled into the grid and I'll get the camera set up. That's what we'll be doing for now. All right, we're pulled in. I'm gonna leave the car running for a little bit. Pulled into my spot. I am grid number 1. Starting line is just over there, and then we're gonna go all the way around, and I'll be getting footage of the whole thing. Like I said, it's pretty wet. You can see all along the track here, but we're gonna give her hell anyway. Something that Tony, the executive for solo events, said was for the first run, give it 70%. That way you can kind of get it figured out, especially when you're new. And not to sweat it if you make a mistake. If you spin out, it means you're trying hard, so good on you. If you don't spin out, it means you were calm, cool, and collected, so good on you. So that's something that I really enjoy. But man, it's cool being here, I'll tell you what. A lot of neat stuff around here. Rock and roll. So we're getting ready to do the parade lap. So we're just gonna be following a golf cart pretty slow. We're gonna get to see the course for the first time. They want us to be helmeted up. We're really doing it. I know I said that before, but I'm excited. It's gonna be a good time. Just got told that we're gonna be about 8th in line when we come back, which is a good thing because I get to see other people do it. Here we go. All right, we're in line for the parade lap now, so we're gonna be following behind a golf cart. And the idea of this is we're gonna go pretty slowly around the track and kind of get an idea of what it feels like in the car. So, should be a pretty neat deal. Alrighty, that was the parade lap. Went pretty good. We're in pretty good shape, I think. So I just got told we're gonna hang tight. I'm gonna leave the car running, and then we'll get told to pull up in line, and then it's go time. They said we're like that. They said we're hopefully gonna get about 5 runs today. And so the way this works is I'm in heat number 1. So they're gonna go through the first heat 5 times, and then there'll be a 30-minute lunch break, and then they're gonna go through the second heat 5 times. That number might change, but that is what it is. All right, we just got told to come out, so we're in line now. We're gonna try to find a good racing line on this one. I'd like to say I'm not gonna go all out, but who knows what's gonna happen. Just saw somebody spin out, so it's nice to already see that. And tell you what, the world kept on spinning. We're lined up, here we go.
First time on Trenton, or?
Very first time.
Awesome, man.
Yep.
Welcome. Have fun out there.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Almost got lost. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'll tell you what, that was awesome! Woo! Let's go! That's what I'm talking about! Sweet! That was sweet. That was awesome for the first time. I definitely got more in it. We're looking to go for the second time. Car's in good shape. Kind of a funny smell, but I tell you what, that clutch hasn't broken in yet, so sweet. Here we go, round 2. They didn't end up getting me a rider, but maybe they will in the future rounds. But I did get offered to ride along with somebody a little bit more experienced, so that'll be a blast. Know a little bit more now. Kind of got the butterflies calmed down. I'm looking at this more of a competitive way now. Oh, welcome aboard. Yeah. So just so you know, I am recording.
That's fun.
Never mind, I do have a rider.
Have you been on the course yet?
Just one time, just a minute ago.
Where did you struggle at?
Tell you the truth, so I got lost a little bit midway through.
Okay.
But I found my way pretty quick.
Okay.
I think more of it now is just understanding, you know, when to throttle, when to brake, just that kind of basic stuff, and I'm still trying to find the drive line.
Yeah. Okay, that's all normal. You want me to just talk to you as much as I can?
Yeah, that'd be great. And I'm struggling with launching too, I guess, but
when it's wet like this, just like real gentle.
okay.
Yeah, just keep everything as tight as you can. Like here, you just, and then just, there you go.
I didn't catch your name.
I'm John. What's your name?
Caleb, good to meet you.
You too. Just keep it tight and just let it roll if you can. Just stay off the brake as much as you can.
Okay.
Gradually into it. And then just hard, nope, yeah, that way, there you go. There you go. Yep, and now over here. And straight through to those 3 cones, and you'll turn out that pointer. There's 2 pointers. There you go. There you go. And now just a big long right sweeper. Just let it roll. A little more throttle if you can, if you're comfortable. And that's going to tighten up a little bit here. Then you got 2 cones, and then hard right. Then back. There you go. Now pretty much straight through this. And then right here, hard right. There you go. And nope, you gotta stay.
Shit.
Yep, it's a big sweeper. There you go. Sorry for grabbing your steering wheel.
No, that's good, you're good.
Now big sweeper. And then we'll just come in a slalom, stay right. There you go. And then when we get around this one, just hammer down. There you go.
Thank you.
You bet. I'll sure ride with more if you need help. Biggest thing is try to look ahead, like minimum four cones. Like as far as you're comfortable looking ahead, just keep looking. And did Tony talk to you a lot about the way the pointer cones are?
Yeah.
And if you want help again, like I can sure ride with. You just come. I got the gray vet down there, so just come grab me if you want help. But
thank you
just
so much.
look ahead, and oh, no problem at all. And the best thing, like with Miatas especially, is they're momentum cars, right? And so you just want to let it roll as much as you can, and they don't turn well when you're braking and trying to turn. Like everything I've learned in Autocross is slow in, fast out. So if you brake before you got to turn, and then so you can just let off and then just let it roll and make your corner. And that's these big long sweepers. If you can get to a comfortable speed and then just like maintain going around them, it just keeps the car set. You get braking and it transfers the weight, it upsets the car a bunch. So the more you can just like get situated before the element and then make your corner and then just mash it, right?
Gotcha.
Like as soon as you can.
Gotcha. Okay.
And just eyes as far ahead as you can.
Gotcha.
And I struggle with it too, but I'm gonna go pull their blankets, but I'll gladly ride with if you need more help.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Okay, not gonna lie, that time I got lost twice. That's all right though. We still got a couple more runs left. Definitely smelling a lot of clutch, so we're definitely beating on it, but that is what it is. It's brand new for a reason, so let's hammer on it. I know how to do it now. So very, very nice fella. Gave me a lot of good pointers. I think ultimately what I'm taking away is I just need to settle down, think about doing one thing at a time, and don't try to upset the car and change its mind when I already give it one input. So that being said, I'm gonna let it run, cool down a little bit. I'm gonna check the oil, and then we're gonna go again for round 3. Oh boy, still got oil pressure, having a ton of fun. Course is drying up a little bit, but there's still lots of areas with standing water. 89.4. 89.4. Still awesome. I love it. Just got back from a ride and learned a whole heck of a lot. It was in a Subaru BRZ, and a real nice fella named Joe gave me a ride. He says he's been doing it for 9 years, coming up on 10. Holy cow, I learned a lot from that guy with just that little stint. Great people out here. I'd highly recommend, highly endorse this kind of stuff. This is where it's at. Weather sucks, but I'm having a great day. Not even cold anymore. I got so much juice flowing through me. We got 2 down. I think they're going to try to get us 3 more in. And then I got offered to go for a ride with somebody working the grids. So he said we're going to be allowed to record that, so I'll be sure to do that.
Your first year, you definitely improved the most. Like you'll be setting down, like even at today, you'll probably gain 5 seconds. And
Yeah.
following years, you know, you'll be lucky to gain half a second.
Yeah.
Does that feel alright?
Yeah, just a little bit slower on the clock, but it felt better. I felt like I knew where I was going a little bit better.
Yeah.
And just a little bit calmer, if that makes sense. But
Yeah.
it's something to work off of.
Yeah. A lot of times neat and tidy will always be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Did you think you were getting lost sometimes? Or no?
Well, that one time in the middle where you kind of coached me back into it, I definitely needed it there. But it's compared to that, is that 3rd or 4th run? I can't remember, but I don't know. It's getting a lot better. It makes a lot more sense now that you kind of do it a couple more times. And
Yeah.
that one's a lot better than the second.
A lot of times Jim will he'll have me walk the course like 3 or 4 times.
Really?
Yeah,
I'll have to do that. I saw people out there with notebooks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So it just seems like something that'd be a good idea.
Well, when you're out there, like obviously you can't really imagine it at speed.
Right.
But you can kind of find the line that you want to take, see where you want to be braking, where you want to take it wide, where you want to be tight. Because a lot of times the cones are going to be like trick cones.
Yeah.
Where, you don't always need to be tight. It looks like you should be, but it's going to be faster to actually just maintain your speed.
Yeah.
So, but that all just comes with practice. You'll figure it out.
Yeah. No, it's awesome, man. I'm definitely coming back again and again. So that's the car I rode in a little while ago. That's the Subaru BRZ. This guy's nuts. Very good driver. Lots of experience. Good guy to learn from. Goal someday, be that good. All right, we making friends out here. Just finished up my first set. We're leaving the grid now. First 5 in the book, first set done. We're gonna do a ride along with somebody who's got a 300 horsepower Miata. So that'll be a good time. Honestly, it might be what this car turns into someday. We're having a blast. You guys need to get out here and do this kind of stuff too. If it's something that you're interested in. Even if you're not, come out here, they'll give you a helmet and you can ride along. At least in these more local, smaller events. You know, you get to the nationals and stuff like that, when I'm told that's where everybody gets a little bit more competitive and kind of honed in, and that makes complete sense. But anyway, car's still doing good. Oil pressure, we definitely have some scraping issues though, especially when I'm a lot of body rolling, so I think we're gonna have to do a sway bar. At least that's what was recommended to me, and we can see if that issue gets corrected. So alrighty, so it's been a couple days after the event and I'm getting around to editing the video now. And so at this point in the video, we had gone to lunch break, and so the second heat was getting ready to start shortly after the lunch break. And most of that was me standing around with my helmet, just trying to get rides in people's cars and stuff like that, but also trying to be mindful that, you know, some people are trying to lay down good times, and having a passenger can definitely affect your times. And so I was trying to be mindful of that, and I was also trying to soak everything in because, man, it was a blast to be there. It was cold and wet, and now we got 70 degrees, dry and sunny, so that's just weather where I'm at, but it was awesome. So this next clip's me riding around in that 300 horsepower Miata that I was talking about, and fortunately he was able to keep his time even though I got buzzed for using a handheld camera, which again, it's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to be unsafe or anything like that. So going forward, I'm definitely gonna look into getting a proper helmet mount. That way you guys can see footage like that. But this 300 horsepower Miata, it's not the best footage because I was holding the camera by hand, and so I was obviously getting thrown around a little bit in the car. It doesn't show up as well on camera as the kind of force you're feeling, but you can kind of tell by the way my body was rolling and moving around. You know, I was definitely having some force, but it was awesome. Anyway, here it is. Things I want addressed, but I'll tell you what, she's not too far off. The power that we're making for this style event, man, that is all we need, especially since it was raining. You saw a lot of cars that were making bigger horsepower. Got to ride in that 300 horsepower Miata that was turboed. By the way, I did find out, you're not allowed to hold cameras and ride along. If you're gonna record, totally fine, but it has to be bolted to the car. That makes complete sense. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But, so we got some pretty cool footage. Very big difference from his car to mine, but wow, what a nice guy. Lots of nice people today. You guys need to check out Rather Be Racing YouTube channel. He was my neighbor kind of in the pits area, and then he was also next to me in the grid. So he's got some really neat things going on, so check his stuff out. But next excuse me, next event's the 21st. I think we might be able to make it to that one. We'll have to check with some scheduling things, but future things I want to do to get this car dialed in, I want to solve the scraping issue. Oh, I got to shift. I want to solve the scraping issue. It seems like when I'm on the brakes, so putting the weight of the vehicle on the front tires and then turning to the left, big bump, turning to the left, it seems like I'm actually scraping on the ground. And so from people I talked to, very, very friendly, like I said, they said, yeah, well, a front roll bar will solve that issue. So I think that's going to be the very next thing we do, and we're going to kind of compare and contrast. And tell you what, I'm just excited. I'm excited that we made it. I'm excited that, you know, we get to do it again. I'm hooked. To anybody who's been thinking about doing this, man, this is your sign. I saw people, you know, out there with, you know, pretty much looked like you could have rented it from, you know, I don't know, you could have rented something off Turo and then put it through. Don't recommend that, because you shouldn't be racing other people's car, but you could have. That's all it required to get in. I mean, we had to pay registration, we had to pass tech, we had to have a helmet, and if you didn't have a helmet, they'll loan you a helmet, but it's first come first serve, so recommend buying a helmet. But it was sweet. The ride-alongs were awesome. People are so generous in letting us tag along. It was sweet. I'm really happy with the way today went. That being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys like this kind of stuff, subscribe, stick around. We're just out here failing, getting better. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching Slapdash Garage. Have a great day.